Just a jaw-dropping setting here in St. George, Utah. The Little Valley Pickleball Complex, side of the Red Rock Open. Crowd stretching just a bit as we get ready for the men's doubles pro winners bracket final. And we've got tremendous players on the court. Dave Weinbach, I got a tremendous player right next to me here in the booth as we get ready for Ben Johns to take the court. He is a star.
We are in for a treat here, Drew. We got the #1 player in the world, Ben Johns, teaming up with a very good friend of his from Israel, Deco Bar, who has come onto the scene very strong here in the last 3 or 4 tournaments, Drew. This is their first time teaming up here in the PPA event, taking on #2 in the world, the pride of Wichita, Kansas, Matt Wright, former D1 college tennis player at the University of Michigan, and I hate to admit, but I just lost a friendly wager to him when Michigan took down my Badgers in basketball the other day. But Matt's teaming up for the first time with Jeff Warnick from the Los Angeles, California area. A lot of energy they bring, a lot of passion, a lot of verbiage, I shall say. So this is going to be a treat. Obviously, the first matchup that these teams have ever played together, because it's the first time that these partners have played together. Ben and Deco just coming off a win to get here over Daniel De La Rosa and Pesa Leone. Really upstarts coming into this tournament. 2 big upsets to get as far as they did. And as you see with Jeff Warnick, he's got some height to him, he's got some reach, and he's a very dangerous player. Maybe the best backhand we have in the whole game.
Is his game similar to Deco Bar? Because they're both very, very tall, the tallest players on tour here.
Physically, they're similar, but their games are very, very, very different.
Okay.
Deco, a very consistent player, doesn't get too aggressive in speeding the ball up as much. Jeff really wants to speed the ball up. He likes to attack. He looks for opportunities to attack. Matt and Jeff just coming off a hard-fought win over Tyler Luke and Kyle Yates in a great battle in that semifinal. So that's what set up this matchup, Drew.
Love watching Matt Wright play. He is a thinker on the court for sure. That's a beautiful shot right there.
Well, and that opportunity was created because Warnick's dink went about a ball too high, and Deco did such a good job of being at the line, leaning in, and creating that angle.
And long on that by Deco Bar.
Yeah, a good look there by Deco, and it just sails long. Deco, a terrific singles player too, by the way, Drew.
And Warnick and Wright split that time from Deco Bar, and second serve now coming up. Dave, take us into the mind of a player on a weekend like this. We've been pounded by snow 2 straight days. Everybody trying to stay warm, stay loose. I know it's definitely changed the strategy, the outlook from a lot of these players.
Well, the toughest part is that you go to bed at, let's say, 10, 11 o'clock at night, expecting to play at 8, 9 a.m. in the morning. So you're mentally already thinking about it, and then to get up and then have to wait and stay focused and not start till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Drew, can be a real trying thing. Now, these guys are seasoned veterans, not just of pickleball. There's a great shot by Ben, but all of these guys have played really high-level sports, their whole life. Most of these guys on the top pickleball circuit have a tennis background or even a competitive table tennis background. So focusing and staying focused is so tough in those delays, as you and I have talked about off the air.
3-0-1.
3-0-1 here in favor of Johns and Bar. Saw the ball sail into the stands there. The fan did have to throw it back. But keep in mind, if you come to an event like this, immediately after a match, a guy like Ben Johns will sign a bunch of balls. Dave, you'll sign them too, throw them into the crowd. Just such a fun atmosphere and a chance for fans to take home a ball, a great souvenir.
It's a great idea. The U.S. Open tennis tournament started doing that about 10 years ago, and fans love it, players love it. See how far Ben will come over here. That's talked about before the match starts, that Ben is going to come over and take those balls. So Deckel's not going to have to hit too many backhand dinks. That's all pre-arranged.
Oh.
And that is what Matt Wright is so good. You've always talked about how dangerous he is. And he can do it off his backhand and his forehand. And as good as he is with rolling that cross court like he just did, he also can misdirect it and go down the line to John's backhand. So he's so dangerous that way.
Ball just a little bit long there.
0-4-2.
Second serve from Warnick.
It's obvious, Drew, what the team's strategy is here. You're going to see Jeff and Matt pretty much try to get the ball to the Deckel bar body or his forehand. And you're going to see Ben and Deckel try to get it to Warnick.
Matt Wright again, just taking charge.
As we see that replay, Matt Wright with one of the best overheads in the whole game. In fact, in my opinion, has the best overhead in the men's game.
Oh, yeah. How about that firefight?
And right on cue, Matt Wright with the misdirect forehand down the line for a winner. Terrific shot. Great hands by all players.
When you get into those, Dave, is it just pure instinct? Is it just, does it feel like, how do you play it?
It's a combination of two things. It's having your paddle in a ready position in front of your body and reading your opponent's paddle to see what angle the ball is going to come to you.
Now it's Warnick to serve. Ian Wright still looking to get on the board here. 0-4-2. Johns continues to do a bulk of the dinking. And now a side out. Back to Johns and Barr. Ben Johns again coming through. And a 5-0 advantage. So Wright and Warnick sense it. Johnson Barr off to a great start here at the Red Rock Open. Men's winners bracket final continues after this, and after this word from Jigsaw Health. So 5-0 Johnson Barr out of the gates here in the men's winners bracket final. Drew Felios, Dave Weinbach also with us on the broadcast. Hannah Johns with interviews and insight between matches. Thank you so much for watching here on Championship Court.
Second serve.
0-6-2 here. Ben Johns will serve. Oh. Johnson Wright going toe to toe. Ball drops right in front of Warnick. Nothing he could do.
Point. 8-0-2. Side up.
So 0-8 here in favor of Johns and Barr. Matt Wright serving. Dave Weinbach rejoins us in the booth after signing a few autographs, taking a few pictures, kissing a few babies.
Matt there with that third shot in the net. The wind is against Jeff and Matt right now, so they have to adjust that and get those thirds a little bit higher of an apex. Boy, Deckel really going after his serve right now. And of course, when you're up 8-0, you got the green light to be a little more aggressive here.
9-0-1.
Take a few more chances. Ripping them right now. Oh. Well, taking some wicked bounces, Dave.
And Matt, just there, that he was not trying to hit that ball in the court. He was actually trying to get Deckel in the upper left shoulder.
10-0-1.
A little sign of frustration there, maybe.
Second serve.
And at 10-0, you can afford to
10-0-2.
miss a serve.
Keep in mind, as you said, Wright-Warnick in an emotional match just minutes ago. I don't know how these players do it. I mean, especially when you got Johns and Barr playing like this. They are a buzzsaw right now, 11-0. A skunk in game one. That's the first one we've seen in an awfully long time.
Yep, they got pickled right there, and I couldn't tell you the last time that Matt Wright got pickled in a game of pickleball at the professional level. But again, you know, this is the first time that he's playing with Jeff, and I think they're still kind of working out the kinks, working out the coverage there. But, you know, Deckel and Ben really did not give them many opportunities in that game. And, you know, there were very minimal unforced errors there by Deckel and Ben Drew.
All right, let's take a quick break. Come back to St. George, Utah in just a moment. Johns and Barr in control after game one here in the men's winners bracket final. Tremendous match we're watching, but Warnick and Wright want to get on track. So far, it has not gone their way as they are facing the buzzsaw that is Johnson and Barr. We welcome you back to St. George, Utah. Drew Felios with the Pros Pro, Dave Weinbach. And Dave, this is absolutely shining me right in the eye. Where'd you get that little bling here to the booth?
Well, Dane Gingrich and I just got off the court, and we took the gold in the senior men's today. Had a great final over Scott Crandall and Kevin Booth, who played fantastic. So just took the picture, and now we are back to this great live action here on center court here, Drew, where we've got a winner's bracket final. The winner of this goes to the gold medal match.
Game two.
The loser is still alive, though.
Time
They'll
is
go
in,
down
0-0-2.
into the bronze medal match. If they win that, they can have another chance to get back into the gold. So here we go.
See if Wright and Warnick get back into it here. Deckel Barr, Ben Johns. Lots of buzz around their pairing here this weekend.
You hear Jeff yelling so high. A lot of his dinks here in that first game, in this point, they're going too far off his paddle, and they're going too high, and they're becoming attackable. We need to keep our dinks in the kitchen and unattackable.
Point.
That's a rare miss there by Matt Wright. That's one of his real strengths, is that when the ball is driven to his
2-0-2.
backhand, he is so good at what I call making people pay.
Point.
And what I mean by that, making people pay, is when you hit a punch volley back deep at their feet or down the middle or an angle,
3-0-2.
to make your opponent's next shot so much more difficult.
Wright and Warnick trying to get a side out here. They leave another one up, and that's just a no-no.
Warnick looking a little bit tight to me. And what happens when players get a little nervous, Drew, is they get a little bit tight with their grip pressure. When you do that in pickleball, the ball tends to go too high, too far, and then your shots are really attackable.
So, of course, here in St. George, over the past few days, all players have had to make adjustments. So for you to play in seniors, do what you did, come away with a gold medal, had to deal with the snow, had to warm up and everything. I'd say it's a pretty successful weekend, but not everybody as successful. I mean, this has been tough conditions, right, over the past few days.
It has. You know, it's been a trying conditions here. This is very rare that in St. George, Utah, in March, we're at the very southern edge of Utah, only about 2 miles from the border of Arizona, to have snow and these colder temperatures. But the sun is shining. We're out. The players are pumped to go. The players have traveled all over the country to be here, and these guys are competitors. And, you know, I personally couldn't wait to get to the courts today. You saw me warming up early, bro. I was ready. These guys are ready. Let's get back at the live action here. Again, we can see the trend of them trying to pick on the Warnick backhand.
Side up.
Net sails just wide.
0-4-1.
Now a side out here from Matt Wright. Jeff Warnick, see if they can get something rolling.
Second serve.
Upset it himself.
He looks a little stressed to me, Drew. You know, Jeff, a very accomplished player at the professional level, has really burst on the scene here in the last year and a half, and certainly a top 6-7, player in the world. And I thought this would be a great matchup with he and Matt because they're both so dangerous. But they're running into the #1 player in the world, and certainly in Deco Barr, another top 6 player. Oh, that's terrific defense by Deco Barr. I mean, Matt Wright hit a great forehand down the middle that got a foot below the net, and Deco leans in there and punches a backhand winner that stays down. Very impressive. Great hands by Deco Barr.
Remember watching you in Phoenix playing mixed doubles, and your partner was going through some ebbs and flows, and you were kind of helping her through it, those moments. These partners have to be there for one another, right? Because there's moments in matches when things get dicey.
You're always good as a team with both individuals playing strong. So if your partner you feel is struggling at times, it's not going to help them to get down on them or give them weird looks or shake your head. It only helps them to be supportive. And you can see Matt trying to pump up Jeff and get him going, early in this match. So, you try to be really supportive and pump your partner up and say, if they make a mistake, I say, forget that. What matters is the next shot, the next point.
7-0-2.
We're on pace here, potentially here for a double bagel here, Drew.
You said it, I didn't say it.
Point.
And Matt looking at me up here, kind of giving me a look there. He's a little bit flustered here.
Is a double bagel, is that the official name, or is there another name that you like to call it?
Oh, and a missed return freebie. Oh, and Jeff Warnick slams the net with his paddle, which could be a technical warning, and it was not called. And that's going to get us to 9-0. They are 2 points away from a double bagel or a double pickle.
Time for this timeout. Jigsaw Health has got something to say. Back here on championship court, this match has certainly not gone the way we thought it would. Men's doubles, winners bracket final. Jeff Warnick just trying to shake off the cobwebs right now.
I fully expected this to be a very competitive match, but they really took it to Warnick and broke him down early, and then just mentally there was a little bit of a breakdown too there, and you can see they're just going to continue this, obviously, because it's been working so well. And you see how Ben inserts himself so much more into the match than what we're seeing Matt. There's a reason he's the #1 player in the world. And a really good attack shot there by Deco, putting so much pressure. You see how he's at the line and leaning in, and when you have long arms like that, you're getting the ball so much in front of you.
His best moment by far here. And that one comes up short, and that will do it. 11-0, 11-0. The double bagel is complete from Deco Barr and Ben Johns. Everybody a little shocked right now. That just does not happen often. That's not a true indication of the player that Warnick is.
Not at all. And all players kind of chuckling and laughing at the net. Can't believe what they just saw. I think that match lasted about 11 minutes. And Matt's still laughing about it. Look, he's chuckling at us now. I think he knows that there's going to be a rematch here. So what happens now is Jeff and Matt go down to the bronze medal match, where they're going to have to wait about an hour and a half to play. And if they win that, they'll get a rematch here and up I'll be back up with you, Drew, for that one, hopefully, and we'll get to see a little bit more of a competitive match. But mixed doubles is starting. I got to go warm up with my partner.
All right.
It's been awesome. I'll see you very soon here in the broadcast booth.
All right, Dave Weinbach signing off here on Championship Court. 11-0, 11-0. First time on the PPA Tour we have seen the double bagel. We'll chat it up with Ben Johns, Dekel Bar. Hannah is getting in position when we come back. Welcome back to St. George, Utah. Everybody getting a stretch in as Ben Johns and Dekel Bar were just throwing pickleballs to the crowd, signed. And now everybody having fun as we get ready for the women's doubles final and the men's doubles final coming up a little bit later. So lots coming up here on Championship Court. Ben Johns, Dekel Bar, standing by with Hannah. Hannah, take it away.
Thanks, Drew. Here with Ben Johns and Dekel Bar. We just saw a double bagel in the winner's bracket final, the double 0-0. How does this happen?
Well, I think we went in with a good game plan, and Dekel executed it flawlessly. And I think Matt and Jeff it's a new partnership, so maybe they kind of weren't sure what to do in a lot of cases, and I'm sure if they come back to the gold medal match, they'll adapt a little bit, but I think they were just kind of on their heels from the beginning, maybe a little cold from not playing for a while.
Jeff Warnick had a little chatter between him and the ref throughout the match. He's known for that. Does that add anything to the match, or does that bother you?
It doesn't bother me. It makes things a little bit more interesting, a bit more fun for the crowd. It's a good addition.
It's going to get colder as the sun goes down. How is play going to change?
Yeah, so the ball's going to speed up a little bit, so you'll probably see a few more drives, some more fast hand stuff. But yeah, all around still some great matches coming up, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Dekel, you are from Israel. How's pickleball doing over there?
It's still non-existent in Israel, unfortunately. Trying to build it up slowly. Hopefully next year it'll be alive.
Ben Johns and Dekel Bar, since you're here with me together, you are the owners of a pickleball company called Pickleball 360. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so we actually just launched on March 1st. It's an online video instruction service. So we started with 50 instructional videos from myself, my brother Colin, and some from Dekel as well. So yeah, they're good instructional videos for pretty much everyone from all levels, and we have a lot more content releasing every week.
That sounds great. I might have to sign up. Also, guys, you have a second company. It is called Pickleball Getaways. Dekel, do you want to share something about that?
Yeah, sure. We have a lot of trips overseas, a lot of resorts, and also touring. So yeah, check the website, Pickleball Getaways.
These guys are players on and off the court, both in business and in pickleball. We're going to take it back for a little quick break, and we are bringing you the women's final.